The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
Back here with your weekly Impact Wrestling review. And Shariya, why are you wearing your sunglasses inside? Well, it's pretty simple. Anyone who knows me in my real life knows that I'm just a jerk and they never come off. But let's get on with this Impact Wrestling review, and it's Eli Drake versus Caleb Konley. Why is Eli Drake in a match? Do I want to see him wrestle? No. Give him a mic. Give the guy a mic. I don't want to see him wrestle. I'm not interested. But he wins against Caleb Konley. Then we see Josh Mathews and JB arguing. I mean, I think this is pretty entertaining, Josh Mathews and JB, but like, at a certain point, it just gets annoying. It's just bickering. It's just noise. Bruce Pritchard comes out. Josh Mathews and JB, they get in the ring. Bruce Pritchard says, I'm gonna make you both pick teams that can go against each other next week, and then you'll know who's the better announcer or whatever. This is a great concept. Keep it to a minimum. Let us be entertained. Don't overexpose this. What really made me laugh was when JB and Josh Mathews got into each other's face, and like JB was like, I'm gonna F you up, and his facial expressions were just money. Now, number one contenders knockouts battle royal. Half of the knockouts in this gauntlet match are like forgettable faces. I'm sorry, but I just have to say that. Am I gonna remember you tomorrow, in the next hour? No, don't care, don't know who you are. Why are you even there? I mean, we have Sienna, we have Ali. Why were they not in the match? Are they not knockouts? We have Angelina Love. You have girls in the knockouts division that are not even in this gauntlet match. Where's the logic in that? So maybe you just want to introduce new knockouts. Okay, but am I going to remember them? Are they making an impact? No, they're just so plain Mary Janes. I don't care. If any of these unknown faces made an impact, it was probably MJ Jenkins when she came and she just got on the top rope, and from what I hear, she made quite the travel to Impact Wrestling in the last set of taping, so I respect her from that aspect. When you have Brandy Rhodes taking out DeMonte, what? Excuse me? I'm sorry, what? You're gonna have someone like Brandy Rhodes take out DeMonte out of the gauntlet match. LAX have came as a threat. They are the new tag team champions. DeMonte is part of LAX. She is a threat. She is some new blood in the knockouts division, and she just gets tossed out by Brandy. I mean, Brandy who again? So ODB and Madison Rayne are the last two females, and of course ODB wins. James Storm, he comes in the ring as the cowboy. He says a few words on the mic, and then the remaining members of DCC, Bram and Kingston, come out. Kingston slayed it on the mic. I mean, you know, he was going straight up street style. James Storm says that you were begging me to help you get into the company or whatever, and then he super kicks Bram and Kingston. I thought Andrew Everett was gonna have his match against Trevor Lee for the X Division Championship since Gregory Shane Helm said he was feeling generous last week. Well, yeah, that ain't happening this week. So we see Andrew Everett backstage with Mackenzie Mitchell. Shane Helms comes out and he says that if Everett wins a triple threat match tonight, he'll be one step closer to getting another shot at the X Division Championship. So we have Andrew Everett versus Marshay Rockett versus Suicide, triple threat X Division match. Glad we get to see Marshay Rockett. I like this guy a lot. And again, it's X Division match. It's gonna be creative. Andrew Everett sells moves like no other, and he wins as well. Then we have a last man standing match. Eddie Edwards versus Davey Richards, who is with Angelina Love. This was a long match. It was a last man standing match. What do you expect? It's gonna be long. But there was a lot going on. They got right in with the crowd. They had the steel chairs out. The wives got at it as well. And it's almost like Angelina Love is this kind of, like, she has this sexual power over Davey Richards. It's almost like a recycled Angelina Love and Winter storyline all over again. I really enjoyed what they did with the steel chairs. The way, like, Eddie Edwards got, like, Davey Richards' head inside of the, well, not inside of the chair, but, like, through the chair, and then he went on the top rope. That was pretty cool to see. A lot of cool spots in this match. Angelina Love distracted Eddie Edwards. She jumped on him. Alicia got out of the crowd and she attacked Angelina Love, but it was just so weak. But then Angelina Love kind of showed Alicia how it's really done, and she threw her across the guardrails, and Richards is the last man standing, and he wins. Alberto versus John Bullen. Yeah, this was short. I didn't even watch the match because I'm sorry, I don't really care. Alberto doesn't appeal to me. He doesn't excite me. I mean, I skip through a lot of matches. People don't really know that, but I get bored really easily. I have attention span of a 2-year-old. If you can't instantly hook me, I am not gonna torture myself. I'm gonna press skip. And that's exactly what I did. Backstage, Mackenzie Mitchell is interviewing Ali and Braxton Sutter. Cam and Sienna interrupt. Cam and Braxton are gonna get into each other's faces. Karen Jarrett gets in the middle and she sets up a tag team match for next week. Then we see that Fury will be unleashed and Sienna is in this video, but I'm just thinking, who is this other guy? And there's a theme of revenge here, but I'm like, who is she gonna take revenge on? Of course we see Ali and Braxton's picture, but revenge for what? If anyone is gonna take revenge, isn't it gonna be Laurel? Okay, back in the ring, Bruce Pritchard, Jeremy Borash, and Josh Mathews, they're gonna pick their teams. Josh Mathews picks Lashley, Bram, Eli Drake, and Tyrus. Borash picks Alberto, Chris Adonis returns, Matt Morgan, and Magnus. JB has a lot of returning faces. Chris Adonis, Matt Morgan, and Magnus. Now, we didn't get to see Magnus because this is the way they were trying to sell this by going off air, and then they released it on social media, and then I guess they're gonna pick it up next week. I can distinctively remember Matt Morgan backstage with Hogan, and they were just, I don't know what they were doing, but like, he scared me. Like, Matt Morgan scared the life out of me. I was scared by this guy, but yeah. Ain't scared anymore. Big girl now. Tough girl now. Yeah. But I like the concept of this Team Josh, Team JB. I still think we should work towards having Josh Mathews against Jeremy Borash for Slammiversary. That would be pretty good. I mean, come on, 6 sides of steel though. But I still want them to keep it at a minimum. Don't overexpose this feud because it just gets annoying and sometimes they take a lot away from the matches that are happening in the ring. I know you gotta be entertaining and you gotta keep it up, but to a minimum, okay? At the end of the show, they also get into a huge brawl, and that's when Magnus gets out of the car, and we'll see where that goes next week. So yeah, that is my review for this week's Impact. I will be here next week with another review. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. You can follow me on Twitter at @nonstopshariya, and have a good week, everybody!